I don't think I can work 9 to 5 job.
Oh, okay.
It would kill me.
Too much
It
stress.
would, yeah, I want to die. So it was like just kind of snap. Okay, there's no plan B. This is what I'm gonna do. I take the money and run. I take the money and run.
Meet Claire, Hong Kong born,
I'm from Hong Kong originally.
Denmark based,
I came 2001.
and multi talented creator behind Claire the Creator, graphic designer, Zumba instructor, and now a branding strategist for small businesses. Claire shares her journey of turning pain, passion, and persistence into purpose.
But
Yes,
what do
that's
your
the-
parents say once they found out that you want to work as a freelancer instead of having a
Right,
job?
when I was pursuing design with teenagers, because feel that they were worried. It was not easy to break up because I was with him for many, many years.
Okay.
After we broke up, I found out that I always need a glass of wine before I go to bed, else I wouldn't sleep. And I find out that the gym close to me that they have a Zumba class.
Welcome to the Chicha Show, ladies and gentlemen. This interview is made for those who are struggling with social media. Anyone who wants to grow their social media following, develop a content strategy, and convert followers to customers, please watch to the end because Claire will share with you a lot of successful client experiences.
But people don't go on social media to buy stuff. As the smaller creators or smaller business owners, people want to connect with you. So stop chasing followers. Stop it. Get more followers, you get more views. Like, no,
Yeah.
actually, they couldn't care less. What makes people follow you is
We know not every follower is a buyer, like you just said. So the question is, how does a business convert followers to customers to start selling products and making profit? Thanks for coming, Claire.
thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. How's life going for you these days?
I can't. Thanks for how your introduction, multi-talented. I'm
Of course, you're
over.
multi-talented, right?
I can't take a compliment, so I'm trying. I'm trying. But
Yeah,
thanks for having me.
it's a pleasure. How's life going for you?
Good, good, good.
Good.
Been traveling, sleeping the last week.
Mm,
I think it's the planet aligning.
yeah,
Same line.
yeah,
But good, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
How's your mental health?
Oh, that's a good question. I think so far so good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's the early I mean, now we're still in February, right? Yeah. I think January was not, I never do the revolution thing,
mm,
but this year I think I did more reflection thing.
okay,
Try to look the past year what has been through and the ups and downs.
yeah,
And sometimes I think we do tend to look at the negative, like the bad things, not so good things that happen to you
yeah,
in over the good things.
true.
So um so yeah, so January was a reflection on try to focus on, hey, you you did that, but then you also did that.
Mm-hmm.
Try to remember the good things.
Yeah,
So that's I think quite good for my mental health. Not to focus on the
yeah.
negative. I'm also always trying to be positive, but sometimes it's impossible
Yeah,
to be 24 hours positive, right?
it's true. It's true.
So, but I think it's the only way of living.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
are you happy?
yeah, I'm happy
How would you
in
define your
general.
happiness?
Zumba,
Your happiness is Zumba?
my Zumba, and my pug, my dog,
Okay.
my pug. He always make me laugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
That's
can't
good.
be depressed when you have a dog.
Yeah. When did you come to Denmark?
I came 2001
What was the reason why you came to Denmark?
after high school in Hong Kong. I did like a gap year thing, and then my sister was like, "Why do you continue your A levels
Mm-hmm.
in England?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's there. She was there already."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Let's go."
Yeah.
So I went to England first and finished my A levels and the first year of university.
Okay.
And but at that time I was having a long distance relationship with a Danish guy.
Okay.
And so after the first year of university, I thought, okay, if this had to work, someone has to move.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, of course, easier for me to move. So I tried to get into the Denmark Design School. At that time, it's called Denmark Design School. And now it's KADA, I think.
Yeah.
They combine with the architect school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I tried to get in, as I say to myself, if I get in, I would try to move here. So I got in, and yeah,
Yeah.
then I was dating him. We were together for the longest time,
Yeah.
but it didn't work out at the end. So,
Oh.
but I decided to stay anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. So here in Denmark,
Did you say sorry?
yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it didn't work
I mean,
out.
no, I mean, give everything a good meaning, no?
Yeah.
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 Well, it's good to also look at it from a positive light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right.
if it's not him, then I won't be here, and that sort of thing won't happen, and
True. True.
one link to another.
Yeah.
Have my own
Well,
company, and
you're right.
yeah,
You're right. You're right.
yeah.
You have a point. So here in Denmark, you studied visual communications,
Yes, I
graphic
did.
design, and arts and design. How has the knowledge that you gathered over the years helped you in your recent self-employed
Ooh.
ventures?
I always said that I was kind of like an old school kind of style
Mhm.
when that kind of studying, because I mean, I did a master on visual communication. So we learn, for example, now graphic design. I think a lot of people, the concept of graphic design, oh, Photoshop, Illustrator, and you do logo, but it's much more than that.
Okay.
And I don't know school now if they still teach concept these days. So also the school that I went to, they're more very into the design concept.
Mhm.
So design is a progress. It's not a finished product, for
Okay.
example.
I see.
And how you develop from ideas to research from research to your final product. So that's the process of design. And how it helped me, I think it helped me to really do a broad research or idea developing before I ended up with the final product.
Yeah. Let's talk about work and entrepreneurship. Did you have a 9 to 5 job after you finished school, or do you still have like a 9 to 5 job for security purposes in case you want like a stable source of income for your future projects?
So I I have always been doing freelancing since I graduated.
Oh, okay.
But of course, freelancer is not steady. It's
Mm-hmm.
not steady income. So I always had a part-time job on the side.
Mm.
So that was my steady income.
Okay.
From study to the time that um, I had my own company. So I was doing waitressing, and then I was working in different restaurants and cafes, and then also a little bit of like cooking, kitchen prepping work, and kitchen work, and for a cafe.
Yeah.
Who's also very good friends of mine now.
Mm-hmm.
They had a cafe, and then from that, I went into the sales assistant
Yeah.
for different shops, and so that was my steady income on the side to
Yeah.
support my
The
freelancing
yeah, yeah.
design
Your projects. Yeah.
projects and stuff. Yeah,
I see. I see.
but it was but then you get comfortable
Mm-hmm.
in some points, like then your part-time job kind of took over,
Yeah.
become the main thing. So I did not spend so much time on my freelancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. The question I have is, you actually took time and went to school for this graphic design, visual communication. Why didn't you just like get into a 9 to 5 and actually make a good income out of it?
That's a really good question.
Get return on your time spent
I
in school.
try. I also actually did an internship. Went back to Hong Kong, did a month or two for internship. It was fun. It was like a holiday slash internship, right?
Mm.
And I always keep my eyes open for design jobs. I would properly apply.
Yeah.
Like the CV and the portfolio will be cater to especially that job.
Yeah.
So it was made for certain job.
True.
But I think when I think back in the back of my head, I don't think I can work 9 to 5 job.
Oh, okay.
I I mean, I'll be fine in corporate surrounding for sure. Like, I'll be partying and talking to people and having
Yeah.
a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But I think working wise, I would die.
Mm.
It would kill me.
Too much stress.
It would. I think it's a restriction.
Okay. Not being too creative.
Also
The structure.
yeah, like
Yeah.
9 to 5 every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather die. I don't think nothing wrong about that. Nothing wrong about 9 to 5. It's just not for me. Okay, it's just not for me.
I see.
I will feel trapped. I
Mm.
think.
I see.
I
But
guess
what do
that's
your
the
parents say, even like once they found out, okay, you want to work as a freelancer instead of having a
right.
job? You left Hong Kong,
Yeah.
right? You come to England for study, and then you move to Denmark. They're expecting you to probably have some money to send back home,
Have
right?
you been talking to them?
No,
How do you know
I'm an
everything?
African. I'm an African, so I know how
Right, that's true.
our parents think, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they did try to encourage me to get a 9 to 5 job and do this and that, and why don't you find a different line of work or different line of studies to do? But I must say they're very um encouraging, or
Okay.
what you call supporting,
Supportive, yeah.
compared to maybe my sister.
Okay.
'Cause, again, second child, we had it easier, right?
Yeah.
Um, of course, when I was pursuing design and art design, even in when teenagers or go to that direction, I could feel that they were worried that, hey, you're not gonna get any job from this, and how about future and stuff, right? They never said it, but you can just kind of see the conversation where it's heading.
Yeah.
Um, they do ask,
Mm-hmm.
but they did ask. No, still now they
Yeah.
did. But they could see that I'm stubborn. I'm also stubborn.
Yeah.
So I am pursuing what I wanted to do,
You
and
want
they
to
kind
do.
of just like shut up about it.
I see.
Yeah,
I
but
see.
they're supportive as they could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also started working as a Zumba instructor in 2013, and 1 year later, you decide to start hosting your own Zumba classes.
This guy
First of-
did his research. Oh my god.
so
Yes.
first of all, how did dance fitness come about? You know, were you
Oh,
always have you always been like a sporty person?
I am. I have always been a sporty person.
Okay.
I like all sports. I want to try all sports, but I don't like competition.
Yeah.
I would just laugh the whole way through if I have to compete. Um, how? That's a good story.
Tell us.
Because of a breakup.
Oh,
Yes,
I see.
with that guy
Yeah.
that I was earlier talking about.
Yeah.
Um, it was yeah, it was not easy the breakup because I was with him for many years,
Okay.
and so after we broke up, I found out that in the period of time, I always need a glass of wine before I go to bed, else I wouldn't sleep. And then it didn't last too long because I was like, hey, that's not right. That
Mm.
that shouldn't be how you should go to bed. And I find out that the gym close to me that they have a Zumba class. I like sport, like you're right. I'm very active, but I hate running.
Okay.
So going to gym to run, like, no.
Mm.
So I see a Zumba class, and I don't even know how I know about Zumba at that point, but I just know that it's a dance fitness.
Yeah.
It's better than aerobic.
Yeah.
And then it was luckily there was a really good instructor
Mm-hmm.
having classes close to me at that time,
Yeah.
and I just started to go like twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and I was hooked.
Mm.
And
Okay.
a year after, I decided to, hey, why not be instructors, and I can do this
Yeah.
and maybe have my own class and earn instead of paying to class
Okay.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
I
went
see.
to
When
yeah,
the
take
fitness
the license. Yeah,
Zumba came about.
yeah.
I see. I see. All
So
right, guys. We hope you actually getting to understand clear, and we hope you actually building up a portfolio and knowing who was talking to you. You know, she's a very interesting personality. I, for one, I think she's very much fun. Let's move on to the next part,
all
right?
right, let's go.
So finally, in 2023, you decided to start your social media business called Clear the Cradle,
Yes.
right? Why did it take you so long to start this business? Because with the educational experience, like we've said,
Yeah.
right, you already have all the knowledge of visual communication, graphic design, right, arts and design, which you've gathered in school. You had the tools to start immediately after
Right.
school. Why did it take you so long?
Because at that time, social media, it wasn't not even, I mean, it's not even a job thing
Yeah.
at that time. So, but then during COVID, we have so much time in the world, right? So I finally went on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
during COVID, and I seen so many creators out there, and then start to go. Of course, once you looking at it, the algorithm try to guide you the way to look at more of those creators.
Mm-hmm.
When I see people doing social media as a job, and then I do my lot of research and follow a lot of creators that is really good at it.
Yeah.
And but then at that point, I was like, oh, is they're all really good, but then it's like missing some aspect, some graphic design aspect of it. And then I keep looking and looking, do my research, and as I think I can get into that field, like
Mm.
use like my graphic design background
Mm.
to get into it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm on social media so much anyway
Yeah.
before even started working with it.
Mm-hmm.
And after COVID, I'm in this community called Warrior Woman in Denmark. And then we make some events with them. And a lot of them are self employed entrepreneur and do their own coaching business and whatnot. And I always ask, hey, what's your social media? Can I follow you? And then almost 80% of them is like, yeah, but I don't post much. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I post and then, yeah, I give up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why? How?
Mm.
And how else do you advertise yourself these
Yeah.
days?
Yeah.
You're not going to print on newspaper, right? So then I see portal that actually there's a lot of people, especially self-employed people, one man band, one woman band, that need the help
Mm.
on their social media. So that gave me an idea that with this group of women, I already have 10 clients I could work with. And that's absolutely definitely many more that need the help.
Yeah.
Um, so when I was working sales in Tiger, Sweden, in the airport, they decided to close the airport shop and open in town. So the plan they had was to either compensate you like few months pay, or you go to the town with them to the shop. So at that point, I kind of like, wait, hold on a minute. Is it a turning point in my life? Is it
Mm.
a sign?
Yeah.
And should I take the money and rebrand myself to work with social media? So at that point, I was like panicking a little bit because in the airport, it's like a village. Everybody knows everybody. So there's a lot of people from different shops. I love it. They know, hey, your shop is going down. Where are you gonna go? Come to us. Come to us. And at one point, I was like, okay, I have to say yes, else they will find someone else,
Mm.
and I need to get a job. Da, da, da. But then, in the other hand, I was like, I can always come back to this kind of job. It's I know how it is. I know how it works.
Yeah.
I know how to sell. Um, so it was like just kind of snapped. Okay, there's no plan B. This is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I take the money and run. I take the money and run.
Yeah.
So I took the conversation, and then in that few months, I just rebrand myself
Okay.
to create the creator and how and who should be my target audience is and what kind of things that I should be helping them with.
Mm-hmm.
But even from the start, I still do. I mainly wants to help smaller scale businesses. I don't like to call them small businesses
Mm-hmm.
because we work as much as multi-million dollar business.
Yeah.
Even more maybe sometimes goes one man band. So those are the people that I mainly want to help
Okay.
with my
I see.
social media strategy and branding and things.
This is the most important segment of the podcast. So if you want to take notes, now is the time to do so. So, Claire, what do you do as a social media and branding strategist?
Okay,
What do
what do
your
I do?
tasks consist of?
Okay, so for example,
Yeah.
you have a business selling jewelry,
Yeah.
let's just say,
Yeah.
and you know very little to nothing about how social media can help your business.
Okay.
So I will come in,
Mm-hmm.
I do one-on-one coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to get to know you and your business and what is your goal
Yeah.
for the future. Who are you talking to? What is the concept of your products and your business?
Yeah.
So from there, I mean, of course, if they already have their brand set, I will try not to touch it. I will try to advise, of course, graphic design wise. That's to the branding if they need the branding help. If not, they only want social media help. I will come in and see how they can be as authentic as they could be
Mm-hmm.
to sell their products. One other thing is, I never encourage people to show their products.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a wine glass, you don't just put a wine glass,
Yeah.
buy it, right? Like take a picture. You create a lifestyle around it, that kind of thing. That's just like one example how I can come in and help
Yeah.
is to see how you can approach your audience,
Okay.
how to showcase who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and why does it mean so much to you
Mm-hmm.
that you want to sell your product.
Okay.
What is your product mean behind, and who are you?
Yeah.
Because most people buy services or products, it's not because of the product. They want to know who is behind
Yeah.
and the meaning and the idea behind it.
Yeah.
And
True.
I think a lot of people fail to tell their stories because they don't know how,
Yeah.
or maybe they're not comfortable in front of the camera, or they don't know that they could actually. There's a lot of tips and tricks that you can do with for example, Instagram that I've mainly focused on.
Mm-hmm.
Can help them
Okay.
grow a bit, and of course,
Yeah.
slowly catching monkey.
I see.
I mainly do organic, uh, yeah, posts for
Posting.
my
Okay.
for my
Branding.
clients. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
So, could you tell us the reasons why a business owner who's already successful probably would need a social media and branding strategist?
All businesses always need some fresh idea,
Okay.
and one thing that you can do is have a fresh person to come
Mm.
in and tell you what is working, what is not working.
Yeah.
If everything is still working, you still need to be present
Yeah.
in the marketing thing.
Okay.
Is, for example, like McDonald's or Coca-Cola. You don't see them stop on their marketing, right?
True.
They keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
They keep on having new ideas. They collaborate with different artists, and like actually Red Bull is a better example. They never sell their drinks.
Yeah.
If you noticed,
Yeah.
they collaborate with skaters and all this
Yeah.
athletic
Yeah. They
to
host a lot of dancing events too.
exactly like not jumping from a
Yeah.
high platform and things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is I think is fresh, always looking out for people with different perspective on things.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily hire me, but just look around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. If I were to start a social media account today for my business, right? What are the major steps I'll need to take in order to grow, stand out, and get consistent engagement from my followers?
People also hearing that a lot nowadays. Find your niche.
Okay.
Not meaning that you can only do one thing. You find that niche and only do one thing, but it's to kind of focus what your concept is
Mhm.
on whatever that you do. Because it's like, oh, many people sell coffee anyway, and it's like, yeah, but they're not you. It's always you. I think it's something like the personal branding come into play is to deep down on how much you want to share and the concept of your company to core.
Mhm.
What is your concept of your company, right? And how to show the authenticity side of you and the business.
Yeah.
I think that's three main things that you have to
Okay.
focus on. Yeah.
If you were to start, so if we had to give it in point form for those of us who are beginners, we probably have no idea, Like, let's break it down for our beginners. So what would be point number one?
We need to know the main concept of your business.
Okay, so
Like
the concept.
the
Have a
concept.
concept.
Yeah.
What would
To
be
be
the second?
clear on your concept
Okay.
and then focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I want to do this and that's like, no, no, no.
So the second thing will be
Find
to
a
focus
niche.
on one
Yes.
thing at a time.
Yeah.
All
Find a
right.
niche,
Yeah.
your niche. You could also be your own niche,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. What will be a third step?
Be authentic
Be authentic.
as much as possible because there's only one you.
All right. Is there any fourth step?
Hire me
I hear you. That would be the fourth step,
or
guys.
follow me.
Follow her on Instagram, Claire the Creator. All right. So, Claire, the next thing we want to talk
Oh,
about
can
is,
I add on?
yeah, go ahead.
Actually, mindset is one of the main ingredients as well.
Yeah.
It's
Expand on that, please.
how, because I think a lot of people always have, because your brain is trying to protect you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh no, I can't do this. Oh no, because of this and that, and
Yeah.
oh, I don't have money to do that yet, and oh, no one will follow me, and oh, what I post that no one likes it. It's like, stop. You can spend your time on worrying or thinking, what if it goes better than you thought? Your brain can only think one thought at a time. So instead of worrying or doubting yourself,
Yeah.
think of the best.
True.
The mindset that, oh, what if they don't like my pose, and what if I look ugly, and da da da. It's like, just stop.
Yeah.
Post whatever that you think is valuable for you. The people will find you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, what are some common mistakes people make when it comes to social media branding and strategy?
Focus on spend a lot of money on product picture. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's needed. You get a really good photographers and have like creative ideas on how to do your product pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't go on social media to buy stuff. Maybe some girlies do, like, oh, that looks good, and this have new products. And of course, when you follow a certain brand, you see that, oh, there's a new product coming out. But as a smaller creators or smaller business owners, people want to connect with you. They usually know you and like you. Then they like your product. Then they feel more valuable of what you do because they know that you put hard work into the product. You suffer from, like, single mom, or work hard, and you're still holding a job, and you still have a hobby, whatever that is your Instagram is about, right? Your stories value.
Okay.
People will find it valuable. I think I also have to tell myself sometimes, like, oh, no one want to hear my story. It's like coming to a podcast, right? It's like, who want to listen to me? Like,
Yeah.
blah blah
Yeah.
blah, right?
Yeah.
But I think I have to I have to take in what I tell people as well.
True.
That's People connect to you, and then they like your products automatically.
We know not every follower is bio, like you just said, right? Some people just want to follow and be inspired. So the question is, how does a business convert followers to customers to start selling products and making a profit?
Give value. Always give value. Like, gives tips and tricks on what you're doing. For example, if it's a service business, for maybe a
Mhm.
psychologist, tell them what they should do with stress. Of course, I mean, they have to come to you personally and to deal with that problem. Give the what and not how, to kind of fish them into buying a service from you,
Okay.
to get the how.
Okay.
whatever you give out is only the general idea what they should do and how they should do, but it's not a total formula on how they should do it.
Yeah.
So that kind of get them the attention, say, hey, he's to the point here. He knows what I'm dealing with, but I need more. So let's give him a call.
Okay.
Right. Let's see how he can help me.
That's a great strategy.
Yeah.
Do you also have another strategy besides those two?
Get them to know you better.
Okay.
So do live.
Yeah.
On Instagram, you don't need a lot of followers to do live. Collaborations.
Okay.
Get yourself more out there to different groups of people.
Mhm.
Always engaging
Okay.
to your followers.
Your followers, yeah.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about them, ask questions. Who are you guys? Who are following me? Just show them you care.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, show them.
Amazing.
Even though you have 100 followers, imagine 100 followers, just only 50 of them buy things from you, or maybe just 10 of them come and buy my program. I'm already, like, I would say, already have a full month.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
So don't focus on growing followers as much as engaging and being authentic self. It always come. It just keep going. It's just it's like a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Once their friends, like, I mean, also the algorithm, right? If I even looked on your page, my friend would see it. And then how to get to them to like you, right? Not like get to them to like you, but show yourself.
Yeah.
And they find, oh, I like her stories.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let's follow more. And I want to support her.
Okay.
Right?
True.
A little bit on sympathy play, but it's also you connect with them.
Yeah.
Then it's the right people that you're connecting with.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, like many other creators say, the post have most views is memes, just entertainment, funny. You don't get followers from that. So stop chasing followers. Stop it. I'm telling, like, oh, you get more followers, but you get more followers, you get more views. Like, no.
Yeah.
Actually, they couldn't care less, if they just seen a lot of views on one reel, they wouldn't follow you.
Mm-hmm.
What makes people follow you is who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, guys. We hope you did take a lot of notes, and we hope you did learn a lot from what Claire had to say about social media branding and strategies. We are at the end of the show right now, Claire. Is there anything on your mind which you'd like to mention before we're closing?
I want to say thank you for this
It's a
opportunity.
pleasure.
It's really fun to meet you.
Thank you so much.
To be on three cameras and proper
Thank you
light
so much.
setting. I would encourage people have a more positive mindset. I think way of life to business to your daily life, your personal life. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's been the Chicha Show. Like we always say, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Claire,
I know. Follow me already. Oh my
Follow
God.
her already, guys.